Yo, JOs for the Royal Arena Television. We are right now with Fashawn.
What's
How
what
are
it
you?
do? I'm good, man. Happy to be here. Happy
We
to be
are
here,
really
man.
pleased to have you.
Ah, man. Thanks
Like,
for having me.
The first question directly, I see that you are wearing a soccer shirt.
Yes, football.
A
Football.
football, yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
are you a football soccer fan
Yeah.
or not at all?
Well, this is a team that back home is called, the Fresno
Your
Football
city actually in
Foxes.
California.
This is the Fresno Foxes, and this is one of my favorite teams. I attend the games not regularly, but when I'm not working in the studio, I catch a game or two.
But we know that soccer isn't really popular. It's becoming more popular now
It's
in the
growing.
US, but it's not
growing.
still as
It's
in
very
Europe.
popular in the Latino community, So
Okay.
I get that. I get a lot of that, in my community.
Because originally you have Latin origins from Mexico.
My poppy. Shout out to my pops.
Okay, yeah, cool. I have the first question is about the last song you dropped. You dropped the Rent song. It's called Rent.
Oh yeah. That was
the
a good
last
one.
you-
That was one of the joints. That was like just something we was throwing out there. It's not attached to any albums or nothing like that. But yeah, I'm just going off on that song, just
Can you
ranting.
just explain like the topic, like Rent? You
It's
wanted
really
to-
just self-explanatory, man. It's just me ranting, just me talking a lot of shit, just getting a lot of things off of my chest, and having fun with cadences and experimenting with new flows, and just touching the new wave and seeing where I fit in. You know what I mean?
But we do Rent when we are like
When we're pissed off, or we got
exactly. What
something on our
bothers you?
chest. What bothers me, man? Donald Trump is one thing that bothers me.
But you're wearing a red cap, but it's not
It's
a
not the
Make
MAGA
America.
cap, so let's be clear. Let's be very clear. Racism bothers me. Ignorance bothers me. Lying ass niggas bother me. Lying ass hoes. A plethora of things. Plethora of things, man.
But are you happy with your musical career?
I'm happy with life, period, man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I'm blessed to be able to, have music incorporated in this masterpiece that we call life, man. But I'm glad that, people gravitated towards my music and still are to this day, man. '09 and forever. Yeah.
I'm asking you this question actually because I saw that you were born in '88 October.
Yeah.
So you will turn 30 in a few months.
Yeah, man. Yep.
So when you look back at your life,
Yeah.
what, is it? Are you satisfied with everything?
Satisfied, but I'm not content. I'm not content with it. You know what I mean? I'm still working towards bigger goals and bigger things, but I feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So
yeah, and you are at the Royal Arena, like the
I'm
festival.
amongst the royalty.
So you are where you
I'm
have
amongst
to be.
royalty. Yeah.
In 2010, you were you attended the freshman class, the XXL freshman
Yes, I
class.
did. Yeah.
So it was already like 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm. We're
Um,
about to be on our 10th year anniversary in about 2 years.
exactly.
So, yeah.
I wanted to ask you the question about the current rap. Because a lot of people who are now on the XXL freshman list are like SoundCloud rappers with tattoo faces.
That's a
and
thing. That's really a
color.
thing, huh? SoundCloud rappers. That's really a thing.
I mean, we call some people call them like this.
It's
You know?
it's an era. I understand it. I get
So
it.
what's your point of view about the current rap situation?
I'm enjoying it. I'm just sitting back enjoying it, man. These kids are out here having fun. You know what I mean? Still being rebellious and still speaking their truth and still keeping it what's hip hop to them. You know what I mean? They're just expressing it in their special way. But yeah, it's cool, man. I'm a fan of some of those guys. But
Can you name a few?
nah.
Why?
I'd rather not. Nah. Yeah.
Okay. And
I don't want to give out the drip. I want to give out the sauce. But stuff I be listening to in my private time, I be listening to some really, really trappy stuff too. I might not make that kind of music, but on my off time, yeah, man, turn up.
Why don't you want to because it won't be cool for your fans or what?
I'm just not into promoting other rappers.
Okay.
It's not my thing.
Okay.
They might get a bar in a song or something, but yeah.
Okay, well, how is it important to have something like the XXL to be named in the XXL freshman list?
I mean, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, Double XL is like a really, I guess, prestigious platform, you know, for as far as hip hop, and like it's just a big source for hip hop. So yeah, it's pretty dope, man. Just to be recognized on that level, it's like it's just one of the moments where you feel like you arrived. You know what I mean? And that's what that was for me. So.
Is it still relevant? I mean,
I don't
few of
know.
them-
I don't know. I mean, I know it's still a big thing in the rap community. For amongst rappers, everyone's like, "Oh, am I gonna make it this year? Is he gonna make it this year?" It's like it's still a thing, but I don't know if it's if the validity is still there like it was back in 2010.
Yeah.
You know what I
Because
mean?
you know now, like this year, there were 10 rappers named, and one of them said, "Fuck XXL, I won't be on the list," and all that.
Hey,
Could you have imagined that in 2010? Like,
Absolutely, absolutely. There was some guys that man, Nicki Minaj said that year. You know, Drake.
2010.
Yeah,
okay,
we all
cool.
thought she was gonna be there that year, and we thought Drake was gonna run into those guys, but they actually ended up saying fuck that. We want the cover by ourselves, and did it the month after. It was just Drake and Nicki on the cover. But those are two people that actually said fuck that shit. So
Okay, so it's not new.
yeah, it's not new, not at all,
Okay.
not at all.
And talking about Nicki Minaj, did you listen to a few
Yeah, I
rap
did.
albums from these 2 weeks?
I heard her joint. I heard the Queen joint. She did her thing on that for sure.
She's definitely back.
Yeah, the Queen is back, and that's one of the people that I met. I met her at Nas's birthday party. She was there. And yeah, sweet girl, man, nice girl. Animal on the microphone, beast. But yeah, just a nice girl in real life. Yeah.
Talking about Nas, your albums were like dropped through the Mass Appeal label. Is it?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
still signed to the?
Yeah,
this label?
absolutely, absolutely. They're sponsoring this tour, and I'm still very much an artist on a label still. Yeah.
So how is it to work in that environment?
It's-
Is Nas really implicated?
Yeah, he's like sometimes he'll just pop up on me when I'm in the studio working. You know, we got the studio at the office, and yeah, I was the first artist to ever lay vocals in that piece, man. And yeah, during my session in New York, he just casually came in and kind of snuck on one of my songs. I didn't even ask him to hop on it. He was just sitting there. It was me, him, and Static Selector, and he just walked in the booth and started going off. I was like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. But
crazy.
yeah, every now and then the boss comes through. You know, he's very active with everybody on the label too.
Nice.
Shout out to Peter too. That's my G. Yeah.
Peter.
Peter Bittenbender.
Okay, he's
The
one
man
of the
behind the
managers.
scenes. The man behind the scenes, man. That's the dude. Yeah.
Okay. I had a question about French rap actually, because you collaborated with a French rapper. Do you remember? It was back in 2013.
Yes. My young homie, man. We did a song called Jeune Prince or something
Exactly,
like that.
Young
That's
Prince,
the-
Jeune Prince. Yeah.
Yes. Could you refresh me on his name again?
Joke.
Yeah, Joke. He's no joke, by the way. My man is
Yeah.
a true MC. And yeah, man, he took me through the black side of Paris that I never saw before. Like I felt like I was in Africa. It was amazing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, in Paris you said.
Yeah, he took me to a side where it was nothing but beautiful black people, man. It was interesting. It was my first time on that side of Paris. But,
Okay, but how the collaboration happened?
I go through Paris a lot. Like I've been there like at least 4 or 5 times, you know. And yeah, that was one of the artists that I gravitated towards, and he reached out, fortunately, and went to the studio and just banged it out, wrote it on the spot, and just recorded it. Yeah, in his hood. So yeah, in his neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I get it. South of France or Paris?
I
still? Because
believe.
he comes from the south of France. but-
we was in Paris. We was in Paris for sure.
Okay. Talking about touring, it's your second time here in Switzerland.
Yeah, I was here in Zurich not too long ago. Yeah,
Okay,
good
now-
times. Yeah.
And now Royal Arena, it's in Biel. We are not really far from Zurich, actually.
I know. I think I seen it on the way in somewhere like that. Yeah.
What's your point of view about the Swiss public, European public generally, and Swiss public?
The Swiss public are great, man. I love the people. They love me. Well, the people I ran into, you know, they pretty much got a love for me. And yeah, people are cool, real laid back vibes, real chill. see everybody smoking a spliff or drinking a brew, just hanging out, and I was walking like past the tents and stuff like that, and everyone was listening to Tupac and Snoop Dogg for some reason. I'm like, all right, I feel at home, so the vibe is cool. But yeah, I love it, man. People in Europe, all abroad Europe, man, they're all good. Yeah.
And
I was surprised even when I went to Poland. I went to like Warsaw and like Poznan and cities where I was like clearly the only person that looked like me in the city, right? And nobody treated me differently. They looked fascinated, but they didn't like. No one bothered me, you know.
Okay. What are your next projects for the
Millennia.
next month is
Millennia, and not to be confused with Melania, who is Donald Trump's wife. This is Millennia. This is my take on millennials in this new era that we're in. You know what I mean? It's my take on its characters, its trends, and everything that is millennia. You know, new album is coming. I'm aiming for October, but who knows, man? When man plans, God laughs. So
but
yeah.
hopefully on your birthday.
Yeah, around that time. I want to drop another one before I hit the 3-0, before I turn over in my 30s, man.
Cool, man. So keep us in touch.
I will keep y'all in tune, man.
If you have like a last word to say to the Swiss public, you can look at the camera and.
Yo, peace to all my Swiss people out there. We out here getting Swiss cheese. You dig? Ladies, don't confuse me with Swiss chocolate. I know I look like it, but I'm not. Royal Arena is about to go down. You should be here. If you're not, hey, next time.
Thanks a lot, Fashawn.
All love.
Thank you.
My man.